All right, traders, welcome. My name is Fausto from Cybertrading, and today we're going to talk about how to trade the markets and mastering buy and sell order flow. So I don't know if this is your first time here. If you are, welcome. If you're taking it a few times, it's great. Good to see you. By the way, Randall from Nashville. Good to see you all. Iowa. Good to see you, Rod. But everyone's being very interactive and talking because I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. I want to make sure everybody can follow along because what I'm going to show you is how to trade today's volatile markets by knowing order flow, because that's really part of being a successful trader. Now, before we get started, really quick, just a quick little disclaimer. Just to let you know, I am only strictly doing this for educational purposes. I'm not making any guarantees it's going to work for you, no promises, yada, yada, yada. Listen, it's very high risk in trading, so please be very smart before you go out there and trading, and make sure you do read our disclaimer. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get right into the markets. Okay, we're going to have some fun. Now, before I do that, is anybody here subscribed to my YouTube channel? Just out of curiosity. Okay, we got the YouTube channel link up there. What I want to do really quick is I want to show you something very, very interesting. I want to play a video for you, and then we're going to go to the real markets. I want to show you exactly why people fail and why people succeed by understanding order flow. So let me just bring this up really quick. So anyway, we have a lot of great videos, and you'll see right here, if you subscribe to our channel, I got a lot of things telling you, why I don't like indicators, how to use book view and everything. But I want to show you a quick little short that I just came out with yesterday. All right. You hit through Benzinga, Randall? Okay, good. So anyway, right here, yesterday, I did a quick 60-second video on Tesla. So I want you to listen carefully. I want you to watch this carefully. It's going to be 60 seconds. It's going to go fast. Watch it quickly. Oops. Hold on one second.
It's up by 10%. Let's go see what happened. Back in July.
Hold on, let me do this again.
Tesla was down literally at a high of 300, and it's all the way back down to about 140. They came out with news, and they said their earnings was just slightly missed. We went from 144 all the way to 158. But where is it going to stop? Today after hours, we've been having this big run up, but all of a sudden, we're coming up to these big sellers. Big red line right here. Look at that, at 160 for 100,000 shares. And that's why you're going to be back here tomorrow morning and check out and see what's going to happen with earnings. Is this the bottom? We'll find out.
Let me play that again one more time and listen carefully. I want you to listen to the beginning, and I want you to listen to the end, okay? Watch again.
Good morning. Tesla just came out with earnings in the after hours, and it's up by 10%. Let's go see what happened. Back in July, Tesla was down literally at a high of 300, and it's all the way back down to about 140. They came out with news, and they said their earnings was just slightly missed. We went from 144 all the way to 158. But where is it going to stop? Today after hours, we've been having this big run up, but all of a sudden, we're coming up to these big sellers. Big red line right here. Look at that, at 160 for 100,000 shares. And that's why you're going to be back here tomorrow morning and check out and see what's going to happen with earnings. Is this the bottom? We'll find out in the morning.
So anyway, that video right there did really well. Actually, our a lot of people actually watching it, and there's a lot more like that. But I want to bring over Tesla really quick, okay? So what happened? Here's the morning. So I know some of you subscribe to it. Let's bring up Tesla. So basically right here is where that earnings came out. That thing popped. And then if you'll notice right here, I'm going to draw a trend line. So here's the actual 160 right there. So you could see right there that 160 was the big run up right there. Now, let me just bring something else right here and show you what we have. 1 second. So stock had a big run. Finally, it hit 160. And what happened, everybody? Let's see if you guys can answer this question. What happened here? What happened to Tesla? What did it end up doing? Here's the morning. The morning is right here. Hold on, let me get my crayons for you. Here's 9:30. Look where we're at. It consolidated. That's right. It got past that one. It got past that 160, which was right around here. Actually, that's 158. I got the wrong number. Sorry about that. Here's 160 right there. There's 160 right there. Okay. Now, let's look what just happened right here. This is called level 4, which we're going to talk about in the next few moments. All right. So here you have, here's 160 down here. where we're at right here, and look how it's consolidating. And now, not only that, but now it just introduced another bunch of big sellers. Another 100,000 share seller at 165, 168, and another 161,000 share seller at 170. So look what happened to the price of the stock here. These are the prices that we're at. Right there. See that right there and right there. So I have a question to ask all of you because I want to make this very exciting. I want to get your attention. What makes stocks go up and go down in the market? Can anybody answer that question? What makes them go up and down in the market? If you cannot answer this question, I would recommend you should quit trading. Okay. Lori, you're right. David, you're right. Randall, you're right. Okay, I'm missing some people here. Lee, I didn't hear from you. Leanne, Greg, Ivan, Jenny. How do things go up and go down? If you said buyers and sellers, congratulations, you just passed trading 101. And that is why we're here, because we're here to talk about what trading is all about regarding order flow, following what makes these stocks go up and go down. Now, I'm going to save you time. I'm going to save me time. If you think that you do not agree with me, then you should probably log out right now. I don't want to waste the next 40 minutes of your time. Okay. But if you believe that things do run through buyers and sellers, which I just showed you, well, you're in the right place. Because what you're about to see, fellow traders, is that what you've been doing has been trading blind ever since. And we're going to fix that problem right now. So these are a couple of things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about following the big money. We're going to talk about the importance of trading tools, what we need, how to be a full round trader. We're going to talk about some swing trade strategies, some option strategies. We're going to show you how to use some charts and how to follow orders. So we got a bunch of things we're going to cover. So we're going to kind of squeeze this in. Now, I don't know if anyone also has a chance to watch any of these videos, but I also been a regular guest at the NASDAQ, and
he did.
Hold on a second. Just want to go to my channel and click on shorts. So you could see there's a bunch of videos right here where you could watch videos on me at the NASDAQ Center talking about all these big things of how to trade today's markets, what I'm about to show you, because the exchanges want you to know how to trade the market. And if you don't know how to trade the market, that's why people make big fail in today's markets. You have to know what makes these things go up and go down. You got to know why. You need to know how to trade the order flow. And if you ever get a chance, watch some of these videos. I think you're going to love them. There's a couple of great little videos here at me at the NASDAQ Center showing you exactly what to do, but I'm going to go into great detail about them with you here. Okay. So my question to everybody here is, how long have you been investing for? Has it been a couple of days, a couple of months, a couple of years? Everybody can just give me a chat. Let me know. Maybe we could do, I don't know if we have a poll up here. If we could do that. I don't have access to the polls. All right. I don't know if someone here has access to my polls, but maybe you could do a quick poll. Now, I know a bunch of you are saying 40 years, 20 years, Lauren. Oh, there we go. But serious trading. I mean, when did you take it seriously? Okay. I don't want, listen, I've been trading for 40 years, 30 years, but it doesn't mean that I was doing it full time. Well, I do full time. But when did you guys take it very, very seriously? All right. Now I want to share this poll with everybody. All right. So I can't wait all day. So let me share the poll. Let me stop sharing. So it looks like we got a lot of brand new people, 1 to 5, 5 to 10. So we got some people doing for a while. So that's good because you never can stop learning. Well, I've been trading as a professional trader for over 30 years. You could see the people right here are on site. They're all different walks of life. We have oil and gas people, engineers, business owners, grandmas and grandpas. If you notice, these people in here in this room look exactly like you. So pretty much nothing really has changed. The traders are just like you. They come and go whenever they please. It's not a full-time job. It's a part-time job. But great traders never stop learning. Now, I'm also married for over 25 years. I got 3 wonderful sons. And I personally would say that probably the good thing about being what I do gave me a great relationship with my family. I could travel with them, and this is the great part about when we get to this age. We could do a lot of things together. Hell, I even started my own living channel, okay, which you probably want to watch that too, and definitely subscribe to that one, Fausto Home Living. But that's basically what we do here. Being a trader is not, it sucks to come and work from like it's not even 9 to 5. It's like you got to get to work, you got to take the train, you got to get home. That's pretty much the great thing. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the hobbies that I do. I do some fishing, Lori. Lobsters are, a big catch here on Long Island too. So anyway, this is not about me. It's about you. Okay. And I want to show you exactly how to do this the right way and why and how we find these stocks the way we do. First of all, I want to talk about a specific stock like Wistia and AGBA. Did anybody see these stocks? Did anybody trade or watch any of these stocks that moved? They were pretty big movers this week. Jane, you did. Lauren, you did. Okay. Anybody else? Randall, both you have? Okay, good. All right. Well, WISA had a really nice, perfect day trade mover. This stock you could see here at 10:30 started right around here. And what a great move. I mean, it just literally just went all the way up to about $3 to $8. Big move by 12 o'clock. This is what you call day trading. And, there was a lot more to it. This stock, and it continued. The next day, it actually went even higher, went from 6 all the way to 11. So this was one of our big movers of last week. And there's always new ones. AGBA, another big move. By the way, you can actually go back to our X account, going on social media. We post all these trades. So if you want to know, like, where did you find them? Oh, is this the after effect? Listen, we practice what we preach. You want to go back test, you're more than happy to. All right. But listen, last week's flavor is not this week's flavor. All right. So don't look at what happened in the past. Like, okay, but what are you doing for me lately? All right. Well, that's why we're here. Now, to order to be a very successful trader and how we found these stocks, I'm going to tell you exactly how we do it and how we find them. Okay. Because that's really the big mistake that people make. So first of all, I have a couple of tools in my toolbox I want to share with all of you. Now, being a professional trader, we really don't need a lot. Okay. But there are some tools that you might not even have. You need to have a percentage gainer scanner. You got to have a simple chart, and then you got to have level 3 and level 4. Really, pretty much is all you really need. Now, let's talk about the scanner really quick. All right. Now, the scanner here is actually a pretty good stock. That this tells you what stocks are moving in the market. Now, do any of you, I mean, there's our Twitter handle if anybody wants to follow. And it's not Twitter, it's actually called X. We keep using a Twitter. We're gonna have to change the name of that. It's so hard to get used to it. X is just a weird name. It's like, what is X, But like I said, we just have to get the hang of it. But anyway, finding stocks is actually pretty the easiest thing to do, okay? Here as traders, we really kind of don't care what we trade. I know it sounds crazy, but at the end of the day, I don't know what those previous 2 stocks did. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is where half of you fail. You might know a stock that personally, but just because you know it doesn't mean that it's moving for the day, because some of them don't move. All right. I'll give you an example. All right. So today we had a couple of stocks that made some nice moves. And I want to start off with this stock right here. MULN. All right. Did anybody see this stock MULN today? Big runner, right? It started right around 270, right at 930, and the thing shot up, went all the way up to about 380 in a matter of, I don't know, about 45 minutes. Actually went all the way to $4. Okay, right there. Did anybody see that stock? Okay, now let's do the math on this. If you bought 1,000 shares of MULN, 1,000 shares at $2 and let's say $3. Let's just do simple math. $3. That's a $3,000 investment. If you sold it at $350, literally like 10 minutes later, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Do you know what 50 cents on 1,000 shares is? It's $500. $500 due to over the course of the year is about $100,000 salary. Now, what I want to show you is this. It's called Trader's Intuition. All right. So I'm going to invite all of you in this room right here when we're done today. This is our professional trading room. And I want to show you something really quick right here. Do you see this right here? I want you to look at that post right there. And you see that time right there? What time is that? What time does that say? I want to see if everyone's paying attention. What time is that? 11:07. And what did I say there? I have a funny feeling that this MULN is going to make a pop at some point today. That was at 11:07. By the way, we were trading it all day, and I'll even show it to you. I'll just bring it up right here. You could see it. You know, oh, sorry about that. We were trading it all day. You could see it right here. Where is it? Just earlier, I showed you where it was. Fausto. Oh, that was PPVR. BOF. There it is right there. See MLUN right there? That was at 10:12. So we were trading it all day. But at one point, I had what's called Trader's Intuition. You ever heard of Mom's Intuition? Okay. So let me bring up that stock. What time was that? We said 11:07, right? Okay. Let me show you something that happened here. I want to clear this out. And I want to show you something right here. Because this just happened just before we even started this meeting. Okay. So I'm just bringing it up right now for you. So I want to zoom in over here. Now, 11:07 was right around here, let's say, right? That was right around here. Does everyone agree? Does everybody see that? Okay. Okay. Now, that was at 11:07. In less than 30 minutes, a little bit less, it ran to 410. So it basically ran from a price of $3.50 to $4. Okay. That was at 11:07, Trader's Intuition. Okay. That's what we teach our traders. Why did it do that? How did I know that? That's why you're here. How many times have you ever seen a stock and be like, how did you know it was going to go up? Like, how did I not go up? Or how about how many times you sold the stock and as soon as you sold it, the damn thing goes up? And how many times have you bought the stock and as soon as you bought it, the damn thing went down, right? And then you think like maybe somebody's watching you. You know, nobody's watching you. You know what the problem is? You're not watching them. You didn't know what was going to go up because you need to have a game plan. You got to know where the buyers and sellers are. And that's what we hear. And that's why I'm going to invite every single one of you to come into that trading room for one whole week so we could show you how we do it all day long. Now, let me just clear this out because I thought that was really cool. I'm actually going to do a video on that. It's cool. I'm going to call it Trader's Intuition. But let me move this over out of the way. Let's get back to our PowerPoint. Now, forgot to mention that. How did we find that stock right here? Right here. So you could see right here, fellow traders, the number 4 biggest percentage gainer is right there. That's how we found it. Now, there was so many stocks that were moving too. This was a good one too today. AMST was a good one. There's only a few of them that moved pretty decently. Tesla, you can see it's the biggest volume leader right there. CZU was pretty cool. Let me bring up CZU. That was a good one right there. CZU, you could see this thing right here move unbelievable. It was another stock that we were trading this morning too. Let me just clear this out. Yeah, look at this one right here. And look at this stock right here. This one literally ran from like $8, shot up to 13. Look at that. Big, nice move right there, right? Beautiful. Did you guys see CZU today? Anyone saw it, heard about it? Anyone talked about it? You know, one person. Only one person saw it. The rest of you said no. All right. That's okay. That's why you're here. All right. That's why we're here. So let me get right to the fun part of it because let me teach you all about how this stuff works. Now, basically finding the stocks, it's not about just finding them. It's all about knowing what made them go up, what made them go down. But you know why half the people fail in trading? Half the people fail is because they don't know if the stock is what we call tradable. Was there a good spread? Was there good volatility? Like you don't want to trade a stock that trade 200,000 shares like this one down here, number 14. You might want to trade a stock that traded over 300 million or 16 million shares. Something that has good volume. These are things that we teach at Cybertrade University, because going through the big percentage gainers and losers is a lot of fun, but you got to know why you would trade that one and not trade the other one. Why you wouldn't trade a penny stock and why you would trade a stock like, this one, that has better volume and better movement. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know the stock traded at 500 million shares at a penny, but I wouldn't trade that. I'd rather trade, POL, $5 stock, 130 million shares. I wouldn't trade this one at 74 cents. I mean, so there's a lot of stocks that are moving, but these are things that you need to know and that's just a simple way of looking at it. But these are things that we teach our traders. How do we find these stocks and which one we trade? That's about 50%. Now, the other 50% of the failure rate is the chart. Now, when we teach our traders, and which hopefully I'm going to teach all of you too, we teach something that's called the 3 T's: tradable, trend, and trap. So the first T is finding the stock and make sure it's tradable. We can get in and out of it. The second T is making sure, is the stock have a, good price movement, good volatility? Is the trend your friend? Having the chart set up properly, 1 minute chart, daily chart, and so on. And you'll notice that we'll keep it very, very simple. We wouldn't go crazy adding all these crazy bells and whistles, all these numbers and everything else. We just want to kind of see where it was in the past, because the third T is seeing, okay, just because we know it's got support and resistance in the past, where is it in the future? So, because if you don't know where the trend is, you don't want to buck that trend, because this is how you get these stocks not only on a day trade, which is what we're looking at right here, which is NVIDIA, and how did it go from 500 to 900 is because orders, which, by the way, I got a video on that one too, a good short on that one. You might want to see this one too. Where is it? I got to show you this one. This one's this whole thing that happened here. I made a great video on that one too, because I was on NASDAQ when I did speaking. I was on the panel at the NASDAQ Center, and I did a video on it. And one was on here's NVIDIA. Right here, that was just recently. That was only about how long was that? That was a couple of days ago. But down here at the bottom, if you want to know why NVIDIA had that big run, I did a video here. I think it was not plug. Here, NVIDIA breaking news. NVIDIA. I think it was that one right there. That when it broke out, price at 650, how it just kept going higher and higher and higher. And I made a couple other ones too here. But once again, I'm not here to bore you with videos. I'm here to train you. Okay. There we go. Rich, thanks for sharing that. But finding these stocks doesn't make you money, okay? You got to know where to get in and out of them, because that's everybody's issue. Finding them, what biggest people's failure rate is? Money management. Knowing not to become greedy, not to become a pig. And the thing is, it's all our intuition. We all want to just make more and more and more. But you know what everyone's issue is? Making money is not your problem. You know what the big problem people have? Taking losses. You see, you have to learn how to lose first before you could win. That's how you trade. Now, how do we do that and how do we prepare for that? Well, now I want to talk about, which is the third T, which is the trap. The trap is not getting suckered in to something that you're coming up to that's going to back off. Because you got to remember, you're competing against the best traders in the world. You're not going to beat them. And you've been trying to beat them. What you have to do is you have to follow them. It's okay to be a follower. I know we were taught to be leaders, but it's time to be a follower, because you're not trading the big orders out there. So let's talk about this. Randall, risk management's key, assuming that you like discipline. Yes, absolutely. He's a good friend of mine, Randy. The disciplined trader, good, great trader. So let's talk about this. NASDAQ, let's talk about level 2. Does anyone here have level 2? Level 2 quotes. Just give me a yes or no. Who has level 2? Janie, Lauren, Ivan. Okay, good. Ron, what about you? I didn't hear from you. Tim Person, what about you? Do you have it? Tommy? Okay. Well, I got news for you. Level 2 has been outdated since the 90s. Okay. It's, you know what level 2 costs? It's free. And you know why it's free? Because it's worthless. So let me explain to you what you're looking at, and let me show you why. I'm going to show you something. What you do want is called level 3. So here we have basically, for some of you don't know what it is, let me just kind of explain it, because some of you basically are saying no. You're basically seeing all the buyers and you're seeing sellers, and you're seeing the exchange. You're seeing the price they're paying at that exchange and how many shares. Everything there is multiplied by 100. So like this is the New York Stock Exchange. This is the NASDAQ. This is an ECNs. So you're seeing what a stock is trading actually at an exchange. So yeah, you know what? It does give good data. But the problem with this is it doesn't show you all the orders out there. You don't see all the buyers. You don't see all the sellers out there. So you're like, okay, well, how do we watch all the buyers and sellers? I mean, you're seeing what the stock, the actual price that it's trading at this moment in time, but 200 shares doesn't scare me. 14 shares doesn't scare me. You know what scares me? When we start showing you where these buyers and sellers are. So I want to talk about something called level 3. Now, before I do that, let me do a quick poll. Does anyone here have level 3 quotes? That's my question. Let me do a quick poll. Anybody have level 3 quote? Just give me a yes or no and be honest. Now listen, what you're about to learn right now is going to be disturbing. What you're about to see is you're going to realize that you've been trading blind. I don't care who taught you, and you're going to be so ticked off that someone did not teach you this before. I am going to show you how every market maker, floor trader trades on Wall Street. Now, how do I know that? Because that's what I used to do for a living, okay? And the reason why I'm here is I'm sick and tired seeing people like you lose money trading blind, because you might not know this. Maybe you might. Brokerage firms are trading against you. They want you to lose. You got to remember, it's like a big casino for them. They are taking the other side, okay? And the way they do that is they do not offer you something called direct access, which we'll talk about. You know, I talk about that in my classes. But let me explain to you what we're looking at right now. So I need all of your attention here. So let me share the poll. Let me end it. Let me share the results on that, okay? So what you're looking at is we're looking at the NASDAQ exchange, okay? They basically control about 50% of the total volume in the market. Now, what you're seeing right here is every single buyer that are trading coin and every single seller out the entire world that's selling coin, okay? You're seeing every order, every amount of shares, and at what price. Now, how do we utilize this data? Well, there's a lot of data that's going to come across. There's a lot of orders. There's a lot of shares. But almost 95% of what you're looking at here is worthless. You want to focus on the top 5%. And the top 5% is what makes between 50 and 70% of the volume of the stock that's trading, that 5%. So what is that 5%? You ask? I'm going to show you. Let's look at a stock called Delta Airlines. Now, Delta Airlines has been trending down, if you notice here on the chart. But for some reason, it got to this price of $46.16. And it did not want to go lower than that. Ever sound familiar? Why is that? Well, the reason for it is that it must have had a support level. And why was there a support level? Because there must have been buyers out there that made the support level. And when you look down here at the bottom, you'll notice buyer, 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 buyer. Wait a minute. There's no buyer on the chart. Oh, that's right. Let's go check over here on the book viewer. What price is that again? Right here. 143,000 shares are looking to be bought. at 146.16. Listen, there are 300 share buyers. There are, 700, 500, 200, 1,000. That's the 95% that you don't care about. It's the 5% of the order that you're looking for. And that's the person out there at $46.16. So we call that an iceberg order. What is an iceberg order? A big block order that makes a support level. Now, let's look at another example. Let's look at a resistance level. Here we're looking at NEM. Stock is making a nice big push right here. It goes from $40 up to $41.30, and then all of a sudden, the thing comes crashing down. Okay. Now, why did it stop specifically at that number of $43.30? Well, must have been a big seller. How would we have known? We will look at the book viewer. We will look at the sellers. We'll work our way down. We'll notice, oh, right around here, we got an 87,000 share seller. Here's a big blown up photograph of it. Makes sense. Big seller must be resistance. Now, let me ask everybody a question. How many of you here are watching and seeing where these 87,000, 140,000 share buyers and sellers are at? How many of you here are doing that right now? A lot of no's. 2 yeses so far. Trying to learn. Well, good. I'm glad you're honest because that's why we're here. Carlos, we didn't get to that yet. Well, that's level 4. I wish I was David. Okay. I love, that's great. I love that. That's a great way of putting it. You could see the value of it. Well, listen, let's think about the value. Let's think about the value. Do you trust some? I did another video. Okay. This one was awesome. I got to admit, and I don't want to keep going back to this one, but this one was awesome. I did a video on, didn't come. You know what? It actually looks better on my Instagram. Let me bring on my Instagram because they do it differently on. They do it differently on YouTube. Okay, yeah. So this one's a little bit better. So I want to bring this up really quick right here. This one, because it kind of shows it. I kind of like made a little bit better. But this video right here, okay, right, this one right here. Zach's Investments gets it wrong. Who here follows Zach's Investments? Who watched Zach's Investments here? Watch this video really quick, okay?
In one day, and you always miss that short. Let me show you.
Can I go back? Hold on. Let me. You gotta watch. This one's a good one. Okay, you gotta watch this one. This one's great.
Hey, fellow trader.
Ever
wonder how a stock goes from 100 down to 40 in one day, and you always miss that short? Let me show you how we do it. GL went from 110, got halted, started at 100, and went all the way down to $40 a share. GL started trending down all day and started closing right at 105. But how would we know that? Zach's just said that we should add this stock to our portfolio. But is Zach right? Should we add it to our portfolio? Let's go see. GL this morning started already trending down, showing up on the big top 20% biggest losers list on the New York Stock Exchange. Could we have found it earlier? 9:19 in the morning, we told everyone, gave a list of watch list, GL on the list. 9:15 in the morning in pre-market? Could it still go lower? GL opens up early in the morning at 9:30, keeps trending lower, lower, lower. How much lower could it go? All the way down to $40 a share. And that's why early bird gets the money. You want to short stocks? You got to start early, and you got to sign up with Cybertrade University because that's what we look for.
So right there, everyone's out there trying to find. My point is that I know people spend money on newsletters. They want everybody to tell them tell you what to do, right? So a lot of us people, can I just run on cruise control? No, it doesn't work that way because things could change in a dime. Now they had, and now they made that announcement right the day before. Right. But look what ended up happening. If you did buy that stock, you would have lost your portfolio in half. You didn't hear them come out and admit that they were wrong. OK, but how would you find that? Because this is what we do as traders. You have to learn. By the way, has anyone ever had that problem before? You ever thought like you finally got in, you stepped into the wrong stock? Like you thought you got, what, this must be the bottom. Now you do it. Jan, you done it. OK, well, you know what? We're going to fix that problem because I'm going to show you how we do this all day long. All right. But you got to know how to follow these orders. So let's talk about gold really quick, because that was another video I did on gold. Gold's been having a really, really nice run up. Okay. We're up to about, you could see gold here, you know, it was down to about 1,000. And everybody's like, gold, gold, gold. Gold didn't go anywhere since 2000. It hit over here at 1900, and it took about literally 4 years before it finally broke out. But how would we have known that? Once again, it's all about following orders. Now, it's not just buying the gold. There are the ETFs out there. Now, gold started backing off now because after it had this big run up, it started pulling back. So how do we have known where it would have backed off? Well, if you look over here, you'll notice that as we work our way down, gold had a big buyer right here, 185,000 shares right around here. 20 orders made it up. Now, there are buyers everywhere, 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, but the 95%, you know, of the orders out there is this one. All these other orders are the other 5%. It's all garbage, okay? It's all like, you know, people like you and I may put 100 shares, 1,000 shares. But what you're looking for is the big institutions, the algorithms, the high-frequency trades, the dark pools. That's the order that you're looking for right there. So let's go back and see what we're looking at here. What happened when GLD came to that big buyer? Boom. It went from 33.15 right up to 33.80. That's how it works. Let's see another good buying opportunity. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been doing phenomenal, right? Everybody's like the Bitcoin rage. How do I get in Bitcoin? Well, listen, I did a video on that too. I was on NASDAQ. I was talking about when the ETF was coming out. Guess what? Everyone's like, well, is it too late? 100,000 share year end, whatever it may be. Well, listen, IBIT was the ETF that came out through BlackRock, okay? But some of us feel like, did we chase it? Is it too late? Well, what happens when you got a 250,000 share buyer looking to buy it at 34? You know what I mean? Like, is the party over? I don't know. Listen, 3,000, 1,000, 5,000, 224,000 shares at $34. Could it possibly go up? I don't know. You tell me. Did you? And you got to ask yourself this question. How much smarter and better trading decisions would you have made if you were able to see that 224,000 share buyer? Right? Wouldn't that be awesome to see that? A lot of you ain't doing that. That's trading. IBIT, look what happened. Not only on a day trade, look at it on a swing trade. Look at it. March 4th, hit it, went back up. Hit it, went back up. Hit it, went back up. Just constantly from March all the way going into April. Always had this buyer out there. You didn't have an opportunity to buy it once. You didn't have an opportunity to buy it twice. But you also had an opportunity to buy it 3 times. 3 times. And you still didn't know he was out there. But for some reason, you think the Mr. Fibonacci is going to tell you that. Traders don't use Fibonacci's. Traders use order flow. Okay? That's how trading works. Now, how about resistance levels? Could we find resistance levels? Look at coin really quick. Coin's going up. How do we know where resistance level is? Got to find the orders. Listen, everybody's looking to take a profit, right? Everyone's looking to take a profit. So here you have a big seller out here for $270, right? 92,000 shares. 318 orders make up the 92,000 shares. That means there's 300 orders around the entire world that have limit orders to get out at 270. Let me ask everybody a dumb question. What do you think is going to happen when we get to 270? Right? Because the stock right now is trading at 255, and we're looking all the way down here on a swing trade. What do you think is going to happen when we get to 270? What do you think is going to happen, everyone? If you don't know the answer, please just give me a question mark. At least I know you're alive, okay? We got almost 100 people in here. I'd rather know that you're there listening. I don't know if I'm talking to myself. All right, thank you. Now everybody's starting to answer. There you go. Listen, traders, don't be scared. You know how you fail in trading? By not asking. Anyone here have kids? Anyone have kids? I have 3 boys, okay, which you just saw. And you know what? Being a parent is so hard, right? It's most difficult. People think like, I mean, listen, we love them, but we're constantly trying to teach them, right? Constantly keep teaching them. Imagine sitting there and telling your son, why didn't you do your homework? And he stares and he looks at you. Why didn't you do your homework? Why are you failing class? You didn't do your homework. He's sitting there looking at you. Not doing anything. Could you imagine how crazy you would go right now? Like, wait a minute, I have a mute? So the reason why we're here is we're here to learn. We're here to learn why we're making the mistakes. And if he said, at least if he said, I just don't know, or said, I just didn't want to do it, then we could tell him how to fix it. If he told him, I did it, I just did it, I did it, I didn't know the answer, we could fix it. But if they don't answer, then we have a problem. Trading's the same thing. You have to talk as a trader, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people out there that I could train, that I can make you part of my team. Okay. Because if you are somebody that's serious, that's how we're going to make money together. And that's only going to help you to be successful in trading. So getting back to coin, what ended up happening, stock went up to 270 and it then came crashing down. Okay, there you go. Game over. That's what trading is about. And if you didn't know that, because it did it not in the swing trade, it did in the day trade. You were watching it at 250, you just had to prepare. You were 20 points away from a big resistance levels. And sure enough, what it did, if you didn't get out 1030 and you came back after lunch and be like, oh, you know what, maybe I'll hold it back, I'll come back. Oh, maybe I'll come back. Well, you know what? Now you took a winner and now you made it into a loser. And don't tell me that never happened to you. Now, the next question I have to ask everyone here is, who here wants book viewer? Because let me tell you something. When I started, I had to pay $1,000 a month for this platform. And I was 22 years old. Imagine coming up with $1,000. You know what it costs today? $15. Who here would want to pay $15 to see 50% of the volume in the market? Now, once again, I don't work for NASDAQ. Okay. I don't represent them. Okay. I am just an ordinary day trader, just like you. I was a market maker, but the rules have changed and you had to be licensed. When I had to start getting this data, you don't got to be licensed anymore. And I just see too many people fail in trading. And I'm just being more of a spokesperson to kind of tell everyone, this is why you need it. You need this to be successful. Okay. $15. Does that sound like a lot of money? Like you serious? $15? Listen, if you can't afford $15, my dad always taught me, he says, you know what? You can't afford to trade. All right. So this is what you got to do. I want you to take my email address, faustop@ctucorp.com. I want you to email me and it says, Fausto, give me the link for the book viewer. I'm not going to give you the link. I'm not going to tell you where to go, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to go there and you're going to end up buying it, and you might even do more harm than good. I got a couple of good videos that I made. Let me give you those videos. Let me show you how to get it, okay, the proper way. Let me at least give you that like I said, what's going to take you 5 days, I could tell you in 5 minutes. That's all it's going to take. That's where it comes into. Now, we have a lot of, by the way, we have a lot of people answered. Greg, I see your question. Randall, I answer your question. We're going to have some of the staff answer those questions for you, okay? But I'm running out of time right now. I got about 5 more minutes, and I really want to get into a couple of more things, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys want to register and actually come into the trading room for a week. I want to take care of that. Now, have any of you ever heard of level 4? Ever heard of level 4 before? All right, good. So there is something a little bit more advanced than this, than level 3, where now you'll be able to see it on a heat map. So right here, you'll see, this is current order book. So this is basically your level 2. And you can see where the big orders are, right? But now you're seeing it on a heat map, so you can see how long he's out there. Now it's like you're asking me, some of you asking me what kind of indicator use. Well, it's not really an indicator, it's a software. but now there's software now that can actually put it on a chart, which is really, really, really cool. Okay. Now, I'm not here to promote this. I'm not here to sell any of this crap. Okay. Sorry, I didn't meant that word. It's not crap. It's not great stuff, actually. But I'm here to kind of show you how you've been trading blind this whole time. That's really what comes down to it. Now, I'll go into more detail about these tools. And once again, I did show you on some of those 60-second videos. You could see them right here. You know, why Apple's crashing. You could see these orders getting filled. You know, all these great videos out there. But like, here's an example of Tesla. You could see that there was a 200,000 share buyer at 165. And you look here down here at 9:30 in the morning, he showed up. Like, once the market opened up, boom, there he is. That's called program trading. You bet you didn't see that before. And you want to know why. Did it, like, it hit it? Did it go up? Did the order get executed? These are things we're going to cover in a week. Okay. And you could see how it hit it, went to 165, went up to 166, came back to 165, and all of a sudden another order showed up. So you could see, like, how many orders are out there? Did he get executed? Did he buy more? Are they buying more? Are they selling it? This is the beauty about trading with level 4. Okay. And these are things we're going to talk to you and show you live over the course of the week. Now, by the way, who here could join me for a week in the trading room? Who here wants to join me and see this stuff live for a whole week? Anyone here? Good, because I'm going to invite every one of you so you could see them. And not only that, you could see the 400,000 share buyers. All these, by the way, they do this on all these stocks. They do them on the fabulous sevens. They do them on the small caps. There are 20,000 stocks out there that trade. Okay. And that's where it comes down to it. So this is what I want to do. Okay. I want to invite all of you guys to come to my trading room. Now, this is why Cybertrade University has been endorsed and sponsored by some of the biggest brokerage firms in the industry. Now, I know for a fact that if anybody here has ever taken training, you probably will never see this on their screen. After doing it for 30 years, you have to understand that these brokerage firms do background checks, credit checks on us. They check out traders, see how they do. You know, that's why we have a 5-star rating on Google when it comes to trading. Okay. So these are things that, you know, kind of separate us of making sure that you have the right mentor versus the wrong mentor. Now, how can we learn and see more of it? Well, I already gave you the link to my YouTube channel. Okay, that's pretty awesome. So there signs up for that. But this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm looking for serious traders. So if everybody here has their phone, turn on your camera. Okay, and you could scan that QR code. Now, all I'm asking for is, or you can click the link that we just posted up on the screen. All I'm asking for is $9 to give you access, 1 week access to our day trading crash course. So everything that I talked about here, you're going to see it live for a whole week. Now, if you can only be there one day, you're there one day. One day's fine. It doesn't matter. But I'm looking for serious traders. I'm not looking to invite anybody for free. I'm not looking for free people, because free people won't know what it means to, you know, what's the difference between free and paid. Okay. I'm not going to charge you anything more. I'm not going to charge a subscription. I'm just looking for an application fee of serious traders for $9. Now, that's what you're going to get for $9. You're going to get our professional trading room for 1 whole week. You're going to get live commentary within the first hour of the market. You're going to get afternoon commentary going into the close. You're going to get workshops that we've done with gurus around the world, some of the best traders in the industry. You're going to get that also. I am also going to give you my book. So if you do register, you could buy it on Amazon for $45. But if you want it for free, I'll give it to you for free for $9. Okay. Everything here for that trial. Now, one bonus more I'm going to give you. If you do register right now, the first 20 people, I will give you a free coaching class. So, my God, wait, me call you? Yes, I'll tell you why. I need to make sure that you're qualified to be part of the team, you know, and I'm going to be honest with you. You might have questions and, you know, I can't answer them in emails. Some people interpret them differently. We'll have that conversation. We'll go from there. Listen, I know, we've been backed up. So just be patient with us, but I'm going to be able to talk to you because listen, if you want to take it seriously, you're going to want to have that conversation. If it's not for you, at least you could say you were with the 12-time champion in the industry, 30-year a company's been in the industry. We'll go from there. I came in late. Can I watch the replay? Yes, you can, Sandra. We have a replay on that too. Okay, we'll give it to you. Now, with this alone, these are everything that you're going to get. You're going to get 1 week in the trading room. You're going to get the weekend access to all the recordings. You're going to get the workshops. You're going to get the traders library. And you know what? As a bonus, I can give you money back at the end of the week. If this is not for you, listen, I don't need your $9. Okay. And I know you don't need the $9, but you know what? It takes me seriously, takes you seriously. I find that it takes people, if you just come up with even anything, it kind of makes takes everyone seriously. Now, very important too, tomorrow, if you do register, we are going to have orientation, okay, at 11 a.m. If you can't make it, it'll be recorded on your dashboard. So not only when you register now, there's going to be a Q&A question we're going to ask you. You're going to book an appointment, but we're also going to do a orientation, how to utilize the platform, what you're seeing, what's on your dashboard, so you can get in there and have the fun. So please make sure you're there or watch the recording. So you get ready to start immediately. And that's the beauty about doing it. Now, I'm just going to go through here really quick and just see, we got a couple of people that just registered as we speak. Who do we have here? Tappan from, what is that? DC, Washington, DC. I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Who else I got here? Mr. Patel from Toronto. I'm going to be up in Canada. By the way, 20% of our traders, all Canadians, been going there for 25 years. You're going to do great. Look forward to seeing you there. Carlos Porter, got your registration from Atlanta, Georgia. Got your registration. Welcome aboard. Haleen, got your registration from, what is that, Montana? Good. Welcome aboard. All right. And yes, I know that some of you guys already registered last week already. Just coming in here. I totally get it. More than welcome. All right. So anyway, listen, you want to learn how to trade today's markets. You got to follow orders. Okay. Don't be listening to everyone trying to tell you, oh, my indicator is better than that indicator. This is why, here's my newsletter. Listen, if anyone bought that Zacks investment letter and saw what happened, and then that next day, and by the way, if you were a trader of what we taught you, you'll see it trending down. Like, why would I buy a stock that's trending down? Granted, it was at 200 at one point, okay? But why would I buy a stock that's going into the close, everyone's getting out, going into earnings, and then you wake up next morning, boom, the thing's down 40 points, like that? How would you feel? It's time to stop having people tell you what to do. It's time for you to know how to play the game. And the way you learn is you got to learn how to lose first before you could win. And the way you learn, you got to follow the orders, got to follow the algorithms, got to follow the high frequency trades. A couple of the traders that registered right here. Leonard, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Rick, got your registration. Thank you very much. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Andrea, got your registration. You see all you registering right now. Travis May, got your registration. Welcome aboard. It's $9. That's all it is. How much capital do I need? How long will we get trade for? Okay, so that's a great question. You know how much capital you need? $9. That's it. That's all you need. $9. What more do you need? Oh, I'm talking about trading, right? Is that what you meant? No. What you need right now is $9. Don't worry about the 20, how much money I need to have in my brokerage account. That's the least of your problems right now, okay? Some of you right here have a brokerage account open, and you shouldn't have an account with them in the first place because they're probably the wrong brokerage account in the first place. It's not the right one for you. They give you the wrong tools, okay? Just because they have great commercials and got great babies on there, doesn't mean that they're giving you the right tools to become successful. I'll give you an example, okay? Ford Mustang. Great car, been around for years, right? You watch stock car racing? Pays a lot of money, right? You think you could buy a Ford Mustang at the dealership and go race it in the Daytona 500? All right. I don't think so. I'm a fisherman. All right. You think I can go to Walmart and buy a fishing pole to go tuna fishing? Why not? It's cheap, right? No, it doesn't work that way. But if you hired somebody, a captain that showed you and said, "Hey, listen, you know what? Don't waste your money. You just threw away $30 or whatever. Oh, but that's expensive. Then don't do it. Don't do it. Stick what you know best. Go to the fish market and buy it on your own. But you want to go out there and you want to buy a boat, you know what? I'm just trying to use some metaphors to kind of explain to it because that's how it was explained to me. All right. You want to learn how to make a good pizza? Go learn from a good pizza man. Okay. A couple of questions coming across here. What brokerage firm do you prefer? Sandra, it's not important right now. I'll talk about it when you do your $9 trial. Okay. I got a 30-minute coaching with you on 365 a week ago. Well, someone contacted me. I did not start yet. I like the basic plan. Yes. Was it Tamara? Yeah. Listen, that's fine. And you know what? I know life gets in the way and you didn't book your appointment yet. Don't worry about it. We'll get to that. Just get in the trading room. Okay. By the way, if you're not in the trading room, I'm not going to talk to you. I'll be honest with you. Make an appointment. You got to be in the trading room because then we're going to have nothing to talk about. You need to see what's really happening there. But just talk to education advisor. Just schedule with him. I know they've been emailing you back and forth, and they'll take care of it from there. Pickleball funny commercial. It looks pretty easy, right, Ron? But you know what? How did pickleball became invented? People couldn't really play tennis. So, but it's a lot of fun, right, Ron? But anyway, you got to play with people and know how to be good at it. Yeah, so well, like I said, if someone's supposed to follow with you, I mean, so once again, you should have had access to somebody. If you didn't hear from anybody there, let me just give you my contact information. Oh my God, I didn't put my email address in there. FaustoP@ctucorp.com. If you didn't hear from anyone, please reach out to me, okay? All right. A couple of more shout outs right here. People registered. Listen, I got to go, fellow traders. I got about 2-3 more minutes. If you haven't registered, Alan Smith, I just got your registration from Virginia. Welcome to the team. And Khan, I don't even know what country you're from. I don't know what country that is, but you're definitely not from the US. Are you from I think you're from Asia? I think that's where you are. Okay, good. Got a lot of people from Japan, Hawaii, Singapore. A lot of people are there. What do you think about SPY levels today? Carlos, you know what? That's a great question. Why would I trade the SPYs? I'm going to bring something up for you. Here's the SPYs right here. The SPYs right now are trading at 5,000. Okay. If I trade the, if you want to trade the, the SPYs, it's just not, it's not worth it. Why go out there and trade something that expensive when I could trade this? All right. That's up 91%. Okay. 91%. And it's $1.80. And look where we're in. Went to 240. Less risk, more reward. I can't follow what's happening in the SPYs with the iceberg orders. I could definitely follow with this one. I could definitely follow with WIMI. I could definitely follow with MULN. Can't do it with SPX. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. You need my email? Here's my email. Okay, there you go. Fausto PSCTU All right. Thanks. Why you are the professional. That's why I'm the professional, Carlos. Thank you very much. No problem. No problem. Well, listen, Carlos, and this goes to everybody here, it really sucks. It really does. I mean, I do so much presentations. I've been in front of thousands of people, in front of an audience, and I just see so many people just like, like a deer in the headlights. And a lot of it is just ignorance. Don't be those ignorant people. Let's go out there and do it the right way. You want to learn from good traders, you got to surround yourself with good traders. You just witnessed how you follow level 3 and level 4. Okay. I mean, when I come into these events, I expect every single one of you in here should have signed up. And if you didn't sign up, I probably just feel like maybe just realize not for you, and you're going to go and maybe take that $20 minimum wage job that California just passed. Okay, because you're better off doing that than taking your hard-earned money and sitting here and end up losing it, and not even losing it, but not making anything out of it. For $9, I'll kind of explain everything for you. Okay, just give me 1 week and I'll change your life. All right, think about what you learned within an hour. Guess how much you'll learn in the next hours. But once again, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch those nice little shorts. You get to see those little longs. But you know what? We'll give those to you as you go through the course. All right, guys. All right, there's the link, everyone. I got to go. I got to get back to the trading room. Thanks for listening, everybody. I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you all in the trading room. And if you didn't start with us, maybe it's not the right time. I perfectly get it. But subscribe to our channel. When you're ready, we'll be here. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. And don't forget, tomorrow, orientation. Make sure you're there. If you can't, make sure you watch the recording, because we don't want you not getting the trading room and not knowing what to do. All right. Good luck. Same to you too, Jan. Bye-bye.